Okay, well, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parrish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock and Roof, call Parrish. Unique physique, unique aesthetics and wellness, restored motions, restoredmotions.com, Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars. Code MAT15, 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 15% off your order. All right, good morning, y'all. We'll get crank here. A little bit better setup today, but still without my gaming laptop, which means that my processing speeds are slow. This probably looks bad, will be slow. So my apologies for those who are on live video with us. It's probably going to look and sound a little different. But anyway, a couple things on the docket, and we'll get to your questions. By the way, how about Game 4 of the NBA Finals? Did y'all watch it? Oh my God, the Knicks came back from 29 down. I turned it off to go do my podcast and came back and was like, oh my God, like what happened? So stunning comeback, largest comeback in NBA Finals history, but that's on the docket. And so the Knicks are one win away from the first championship in 53 years. Brian Kelly's got a job. He's going to be an unpaid consultant for Memphis and Coach Charles Huff. Huff was at Southern Miss last year, one season at Southern Miss, now the head coach at Memphis, where he takes over for Ryan Silverfield, of course, left Memphis for Arkansas. So my contention has been I don't know that BK coaches again. I don't know that he has a great desire to be a coach in this era, and also, I don't know what program what elite level program will hire him at this point in stage in his career, especially your next cycle, he will have been out of coaching for another year. So, and of course, from an LSU perspective, you wanted him to work because you want that buyout to be offset, and that's not going to help. So what we don't know yet is if he will also continue working in media. So he can work for CBS if he has a contract there, maybe also do his consulting. So we'll see what that may hold for Brian Kelly. So and then LSU football kickoff times. We've now got the updated schedule of kickoff times for LSU football. Doing? Let's do it. So I think the most disappointing thing is we know that LSU will have an early kickoff at home. So the Mississippi State game is going to be either 11 a.m. or noon. That's a bummer. They will also play at 11 a.m. at Auburn. So LSU's first trip to Auburn since 2022 will be an 11 a.m. kick. I kind of don't hate that. I mean, I don't ever want to play at 11 a.m. ever, but Jordan Hare at 11 is far less daunting than Jordan Hare at night. So there's that. They flexed the Alabama, Texas, and Tennessee games to the first three games in November, meaning they're basically going to wait and see how LSU's doing at that point, if those games are worth being on in prime time. And then Kentucky will be a night game that's in Lexington. And then the finale against Arkansas will be an early kick, either 11 a.m. or noon. So you're going to go Clemson at night, Louisiana Tech at night, Ole Miss at night. They're going to flex Texas A&M, McNeese at night, Kentucky at night, early kick at home against State, early kick on the road against Auburn, flex at home against Bama, flex at home against Texas, flex on the road against Tennessee, early kickoff against Arkansas. So you are going to have at least three early kickoffs this season. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know at least 5 night games. One of those being Kentucky on the road. So, and then we'll wait and see what happens with Bama, Tennessee, Texas, Tennessee. And Texas A&M, of course. All right, let's say some good mornings. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Tag a puppy. Good morning. Yo, Devin, what up? Hunter Picard, good morning, Matt. Do you think LSU is pursuing the big kid from Kent State? Have not heard that. And I told you, I'm not giving you, when we're talking portal, I'm not telling you things where I'm guessing or what I think they should do, this or that. I'm giving you information that I get. And the only other player as of right now that I know as of now they're going after is the outfielder from Tulane. And, by the way, a strong push to keep Steven Milam. Like that, I'm telling you, I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm not saying Milam's going to come back. What I'm telling you is LSU is getting its ducks in a row in the event that Milam slips into round 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, that LSU has its compensation package, its plan very clearly laid out to Milam and his family of what it would mean for him to come back. And, Jay's really good at that. It's not just about the money has to be there, obviously, but, looking at Gavin Guidry, for example, was on AFR a couple of weeks ago when he said, they laid out, what it would mean in LSU history to come back and to win a third national championship, which he would have a chance to do if he came back. And now, there's 3 players in the history of the program that have done that. So, I'm sure they'll have that kind of stuff laid out for Milam as well. Hey, Brian, good morning from Amarillo, Texas. How do you like the new transfer we got from Notre Dame? Yeah, I talked about him yesterday, Brian. He's the number 1 player in the portal. He's a power-hitting lefty, corner outfielder. He'll hit somewhere in the top 4 in the lineup. On 3 in Baseball America, both rate him as the number 1 player in the portal. Jay passed the hat and got it done. Awesome. Huge. Billionaire from Texas Tech. He's cocky. He just don't know anything about LSU fans. You're talking about Cody Campbell. I don't know what he said about LSU fans. Michael, good morning. I know how you feel, but if Sorsby had ended up at LSU based on what you know and people within the LSU program, how do you think the situation would have played out? I don't understand, what you mean, how it would have played out. Would he still have gone to court and all this stuff? Sorsby probably would go to court. He's got $5 million on the line. I don't buy the gambling addiction at all. Are there people addicted to gambling? Yes. I don't deny that at all. I do not believe Brendan Sorsby has a gambling addiction. Now, I don't know him, but his patterns of behavior don't suggest to me an addiction. That suggests to me someone who likes to sports bet. Let me see if you go on the DraftKings app or something like that, it'll pull up your betting history. I think I did this once before, actually. Let's see. Transaction history. Let's see. This will do all time. I know I've done this before where this is just all my transactions. Hang on. My stat sheet. I think this is it. Hang on. All time. So, all right. So for context, okay, Brendan Sorsby. All time, I have made $89,306 worth of bets on the DraftKings app. And you're going to go, my God, $89,000. Keep in mind, I haven't deposited $89,000 into my DraftKings account. You put $100 in, and then you make bets, and you win some. You go up, and then you go down, and you up, down, whatever. So, all time, I have deposited $6,125 in my DraftKings account. That's it. Over 5 years. Over 5 years, a lot of money. But if you look and go, man, he's made $90,000 in wagers. Yeah, because you wager $10 here, $10 there, $100 there, $200. If you're up or down, that's just how you do it. So all that to say, I don't think Brendan Sorsby. Now, I haven't diagnosed him. And I would know. But my point only is his behavior when you look at the bets he's made doesn't speak to someone to me who that doesn't seem out of the ordinary as someone who likes to sports bet. So okay, hang on. I think we're back, but not all the way back. Hang on. We got to fix this stuff, y'all. Crazy. Anyway. Okay. Let's get back into it here. Sorry. Thanks for hanging on if you did. DJ, good morning. Mike, good morning. Hunter, good morning. Michael, hats off to Jay Johnson for another great addition. Peter Waters, beast. Hey, Bubba, good morning. Wild game. It was a wild game last night. Hey, Jack, good morning. Big Waters, any word on Milam? Seems like things might be leaning toward him wanting to come back. Hey, look, man, nothing's changed, and it's the thing that I've told you all about all along. I know Jay Johnson said that he thinks Milam's going to get $2 million and is going to sign. I can only tell you the conversations that I have with scouts and people around Major League Baseball that think he's probably more of a round 4 to 6 guy. Well, depending on where you fall in that range financially, that's a we've talked about it a ton, man. It's just like LSU can be competitive financially if Milam falls in the bottom range of that. Like if Milam ends up getting offered somewhere in the $300,000 to $500,000 range, LSU could match that to get him to come back. And I think he'd be wise to come back if that's the case, because you can get the same amount of money and go start your pro career in rookie ball and then play A ball, or you can play in the SEC another year. And then whenever you're done as a senior sign next year, you're not going to make a lot of money, but you'll probably start right away in AA and be closer to advancement. Hey, Bobby, good morning. Brian, good morning. Jack, good morning. Devin, glad Auburn's 11 a.m. kind of helps, I guess. I went to an LSU Auburn game, the LSU Auburn game in 2002. That was an 11 a.m. kickoff at Jordan-Hare, and that was one of the loudest environments that I've ever been in. I still think Jordan-Hare is one of the hardest places to play in the country, but I would agree with you. I would rather play that game at 11 a.m. with maybe some fans wiping sleep out of their eyes than at night when the thing would be full throat. Charleston, sorry. Morning, Matt, from Charleston. Excited about the Waters pickup, going to Game 5 of the Cup Finals tonight. Go Canes. Okay, awesome, man. Enjoy. Hey, Chris, driving with Scone, listening to the phone. Captain Boudreaux, speaking of Brian, Kelly's new job. Anyone heard from Les Miles these days? Yeah, so Les is retired. He and Kathy are down in Naples. They built a house down there, and Ben Miles is back in Baton Rouge. He's coaching at Southern on Marshall Falk's staff. Macy Miles is a softball player at UCF. Smacker lives in Dallas and does TV. And Manny, last I heard Manny was coaching. I'm not sure where he's coaching now. But yeah, man, all seem like you're doing great. Hey, Chris, unpaid position for Kelly. Big middle finger for the buyout. Or maybe he just didn't have another opportunity. Adam, good morning. Crazy NBA Finals game last night. Nice pickup LSU baseball. Have a great day. Take care. Same, man. Ben, Michael, Hogan, good morning, y'all. Thanks for being here with us. Living Lambeau with a game last night. Imagine finals game in the arena. Fun to dream, I guess. Look, we never thought we'd ever see the Saints win a Super Bowl, so I would never say never on the Pelicans, but clearly they are not close organizationally, and would love to see them get there and get it right. But it's going to take a similar situation like, when you had Breeze and Peyton. I mean, you hired the right coach and you got the Hall of Fame quarterback. So, you're going to have to hit in the draft on the transcendent player and have the right coach, pair them together, and hopefully it can have a Pied Piper effect for free agents that want to come here. Chuck, what's up, man? Good morning. Jeremy, good morning. You think in the near future you could break down the baseball signing class and you would expect to hit campus? Absolutely. We do that every year, Jeremy. But we just typically do it closer to the draft because normally LSU is still playing baseball. So we haven't quite turned our attention to that yet. But absolutely, we will look at that as we get closer to the draft. The draft's mid-July. So we will do that for sure. Hey, Brad. I always hear former players criticize for choosing school for money. Don't you think they would do the same thing if they had NIL in their era? I do think that is absolutely part of the human condition, Brad. I think, yes. I think it's hard sometimes for guys to separate from that experience, having not played in that era. But yes, if they played in that era, I do believe that would be the case. For a lot of guys, not everybody, for a lot of guys. Shelby, good morning. Wife brought a beautiful baby girl into this world yesterday afternoon. Blair Catherine Kelly is the newest member of the Morning Scone family. All right. Mom and baby are healthy and happy. That's awesome, Shelby. Congratulations, man. Welcome to the world, Blair Catherine Kelly. Best news in the morning so far, man. And hopefully y'all have a great day. Hopefully y'all get some sleep. And hopefully baby Blair does awesome. Y'all get to go home soon and enjoy life with a new baby at home. Congrats, man. That's great to hear. Thanks for the update. Pulling for all of you. Hogan, good morning, Matt. Why not put a provision in the buyout offset contractual language that states if the head coach takes a football-related job, it must be for Rennersick? I don't know what that means. Hey, Thomas, good morning. Brent, good morning. Tiger Diver, super pumped. UK is at night, heading there with a bunch of friends. Yeah, the Kentucky trip, I think, will be a lot of fun. LSU's got some good road trips this year. Kentucky should be great. Obviously, the Bourbon Trail, that whole thing. Tennessee is not a trip that LSU gets to make often. That's a great place to go. Playing at Auburn for the first time since 2022. You're going to play at Arkansas in a morning game, which will be blah, but what it is. Oh, remuneration, no free volunteer jobs. Well, I mean, of course, you can't tell a guy what to do with his time or not. It's just that it's good faith that he would look for work. Jason, good morning. Crazy game, go Knicks. Brad, I heard you're locked on about Kelly. It's crazy how much his stock has gone down. He was a big name for so long. Well, yeah, I mean, again, I think there are schools that would hire Brian Kelly. I just don't think it's the type of job that Brian Kelly would want to take. If Brian Kelly's ambition is to win a national championship, there's, call it 20 schools that invest the amount of resources necessary to win a championship. First of all, those jobs have to be open, and then they have to target him as their guy. Well, given what happened at LSU, it's hard to imagine any one of those schools prioritizing him. So could a lower power 4 or a G5 hire him? Sure, I think that would happen. I don't know that he wants that job. That's the problem, right? Hey, Seth, as a fan, I'm bummed at the 11 a.m. kickoff at Auburn. I was hoping a night game to get to experience that atmosphere. As a fan, I'm glad you're not going to get to experience that atmosphere because I want a more docile environment for LSU, and 11 a.m. would be that more so than night. Hey, Phil, have a great day. 86 days until LSU football. Let's go. All right, I got to wrap this thing up. Got to get Drew and get him to school. Morning, Matt. I watch AFR every chance I get. Y'all been killing me with the Mike Brown soundbite. Love the show. Keep up the great work. If you missed it, man, Mike Brown after game 3 just tripped over his words and swallowed his tongue, and he did this sort of like noise. It was one of the weirdest things. And so we keep playing, and it's hilarious. It'll be a permanent part of the rotation. Hey, Robbie, thoughts on South Carolina baseball hiring Kevin Schnall? Yeah, man. I mean, guy got Coastal Carolina to the College World Series and obviously played LSU for the national championship. He's as high profile a mid-major coach as there is in the country, and I think it's a good hire for South Carolina. Brad, when NFL players play an international game, do they have to pay taxes in the country they play in? That's a great question, Brad. I would assume so because I know they have to pay state tax in each of the states that they play games in. So I would assume, yeah, I mean, you earn your game check where you play. So I would assume if there's a tax burden internationally, and I don't know the answer to that, but that, yeah, there would be. Cody, Jay with a full off season worth the portal is terrifying for the teams that prefer to go to Omaha. Yeah, Cody, I've talked about this, man. I just don't believe that. I just don't buy it. I mean, again, like LSU has gone after big time portal guys, and they've missed not because Jay couldn't recruit them. They missed because they got outbid. I mean, Brody Trosclair picked Tennessee, not because Jay didn't recruit him. I mean, they had him on campus, not playing baseball, full attention, all that stuff. Brody Trosclair picked Tennessee because they doubled LSU's offer. So I think the whole don't have time to recruit because you're playing thing is overblown in this era because so much of those decisions center around having the finances in place. And y'all, Bino Waters, told you this a couple days ago, Bino Waters was going to Texas. LSU missed out on Trosclair. They had some cash. Jay passed the hat, and they were able to up the offer to Waters. And LSU was the top, right? LSU had the tiebreaker. Jay, the history, the SEC, the box, that can be a tiebreaker, but the money's got to make sense. And so they upped the offer, made the money make sense, and you landed the number 1 player in the portal. That had nothing to do with LSU playing baseball or not playing baseball. That had everything to do with, did you have the money in order? And they did. Okay, I got to go. Who? Morning, Matt. Local place getting a big shipment of Weller. Which colors are your favorite? I love Weller 12, which is the black label Weller. The Weller Foolproof, which is the blue one. It's great. None of them are bad. But I would be surprised if you have CYPB, which is white, single barrel, which is orange. You're probably going to get the most common you'll find are Special Reserve, which is green, or Weller Antique, which is red, and Weller 12, which is black. Those are the most common that you'd find. Not to say that they're common, but those are the most ones you'd commonly find. All right, I got to go. Y'all have a great day. See you. Peace.